you, Lisa. Cheers, Jer. Another smashing show. And today, Wednesday, 18th of July, 2018, and live till 5. Yes, it's the big show. It's Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hello.
Right in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Every inch of sky's got a star. Every inch of skin's got a scar. I guess you got everything now. Every inch of space in your head is filled up with the things that you read. Guess you got everything now. And every film that you've ever seen fills the spaces up in your dreams. That reminds me, everything now, everything now. Every inch of road's got a sign, and every boy uses the same line. I pledge allegiance to everything now. Every song that I've ever heard is playing at the same time. It's absurd, and it reminds me of everything now. We'll turn the speakers up till they break, 'cause every time you smile it's a fake. Stop pretending you got everything now. I need it, I want it, I can't live without it. I can't live without everything now. Daddy, how come you're never around? I miss you and everything now. Mama, leave the food on the stove. Leave your car in the middle of the road. This happy family with everything now. We'll turn the speakers up till they break, 'cause every time you smile it's a fake. Stop pretending you got everything now. I need it, everything now. I want it, I can't live without it. I can't live without it. I need it, I want it.
People say to me, are you really in a good mood when you come and do the show? And I say, yeah, I am actually, because you forget I'm shallow.
In my house, it's filled with it. I couldn't live without it. I need it.
We are here for you all afternoon. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon, Wednesday on Radio 2. Hands up, you ready? If you work in a little office cubicle and you don't like it. Is that a way to work, really? Not you, Gary. That's a studio. Hands up for a staycation and being right now on the beach somewhere. On the beach. Where are you, Western Supermare? Cleethorpes? Hands up for the end of term this week and next. Yeah. And hands up if you're going on holiday for not forgetting your passports. Otherwise you'll end up on one of those shows. What, the plane's there? Thank you. That ended suddenly. Here's a song we love on this show. It's Michael Kiwanuka, Cold Little Heart, Radio 2.
Did you ever want it? Did you want it back? Oh my, tears me apart. Did you ever fight it? All of the pain, so much pride running through my veins. Bleeding, I'm bleeding. My cold little heart. Oh, I can't stand myself. And I know in my heart, in this cold heart, I can live or I can die. I believe if I just try. You believe in you and I. Did you ever notice I've been ashamed all my life? I've been playing games. We could try to hide it. It's all the same. I've been losing one day at a time. Bleeding, I'm bleeding. My cold little heart. Oh, I can't stand myself.
That's one of those very cool songs that would be at home in a Tarantino movie. Michael Kiwanuka, Cold Little Heart, Radio 2. You can email us, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk right through the afternoon for a shout out. You can text 88291 and you can tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Coming up on 2:11 in Great Britain.
In my heart, in this cold heart, I can live or I can die. I believe if I just try. You believe in you and I.
And who's this?
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine. Steve, maybe not. I'm funnier than my brother.
Let's
See what you
see.
think.
Okay.
In this very hot weather, I went to the ice cream man for some ice creams. He said, hundreds and thousands? I said, no, I'll start with just the one. Call me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show.
first guest. Here we go.
Rob Brydon.
Friday. Good morning, Robert.
I'm in my trunks today. You don't mind, do you?
No, I like it. Please, Angela, can we have our next guest?
It's Reese Ifan.
Good morning, Reese.
Nicola Walker and Sanju Bhaskar.
Years and years.
We're so excited to be here again.
Well, we're excited to have you.
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show.
Weekday mornings from 6:30. And on Friday, Chris is joined by James Nesbitt and Gemma Arterton with live music from Rick Astley.
Thank you.
If you want, and it is a big if you want to contact, which is basically us saying, please contact Steve Wright in the afternoon. Email, no ifs, ands, or buts. We've ditched the if. It's you're going to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon. Please email him at steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 or tweet at BBC Radio 2. If and or but, choose them all. Do it.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Radio 2.
Dance. David Bowie.
This is President Trump.
Yes.
I want you to know something. I bought a Greyhound. The fake news media said, Mr. President, what are you going to do with it? I said, I'm going to race it. They said, even you, in your condition, you'll probably win. Even fake news gets it right sometimes.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to our show. Hope your day's been all right.
Joe Wiley.
Slipping into leisure wear.
Every day is a loose pants day. Come on.
Is it?
Simon Mayo.
It's Child One's birthday today.
Has he learnt anything from you?
He wears my clothes.
Joe and Simon feeling particularly wise in my choice of trousers. A very hot car, a very nasty jam on the A19. That's Abbey in Yorkshire.
Wisdom takes many shapes.
Joe and Simon.
What hacks do you have to keep your garden flourishing during the summer months?
Do you use your bath water?
Then you can't use bubble bath.
But it's only kind of scum.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Weekdays from 5.
Joe and Simon.
Three scum onto the flowers.
Radio 2.
Mostly dry with sunny spells is the weather, but a few showers will break out across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Still feeling warm, especially in the southeast of England. High of 24. That's in Cambridge. Tonight, dry with plenty of clear spells. Feeling cooler in the north, but still warm overnight in the southeast. Tomorrow, dry with sunny spells. However, cloud and rain will reach northwest Scotland throughout the afternoon. Lights on sunset tonight in Manchester, 9:27. In Pembroke, 9:28. In Leicester, 9:18. And Plymouth, 9:19.
Nervous laugh.
Thank you.
This is Mr. Bennett with, I think, an important, pertinent question. How does Clean Bandit stay so very fresh? Is he using cleaner pie?
That's a good question. afternoon. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon at Radio 2. Melinda Messenger, Ingrid Tarrant and Annabelle Giles. They're heading off to a Greek island in a new ITV series, Our Shirley Valentine Summer. Sounds like fun. Gary Delaney, stand-up comedian who's playing the Edinburgh Fringe. There's Tim Smith, Bobby Pryor, Lisa Costello, Shabnam Eunice Jewell with the sport. The oldies chosen by Sarah Wilkin in Stratford-upon-Avon. Emails, texts and tweets, social media, showbiz, lifestyle, all here.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sun ain't changed in the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. We're south of the equator, navigator. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. Deep sea diving round the clock, bikini bottoms, lager tops. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. We got two in the front, two in the back, sailing along, and we don't look back. Flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be right.
George Ezra, when it comes to streaming, that's with no G, by the way. It's George and Drake. Loving the show, great tunes. Busy at work. Pete Farmer in Brackmills in Bedfordshire. Shout out to the Norrises who are on their way up to Leeds to celebrate a first-class graduation. And Stephen Crew, can you please give Mel, Colin and Billy a shout out? We're building a garage in Dereham in Norfolk. Sun is shining. Thank you very much. We are loving the show. Oh, that's nice. I like that bit at the end. That kind of went with the backing music as well, didn't it? Almost. Pollen index low to moderate in Scotland and low across the rest of the UK today, thank goodness. Holiday destinations, Tenerife, sunny and 27. Ibiza, hot tunes, hot weather, 30C, a bit cloudier on Sunday coming. Crete, 29 today, it's in the 30s by the start of next week. Disneyland Paris is intermittent cloud, but still 28, rain expected at the end of the month. Corfu, sunny and 31, and like this right through the start of August. Miami, humid and thunderstorms today and tomorrow. It's 33 there, and it's very humid there. Gold Coast, Australia, mostly 32, and a balmy 18 at night. Algarve, Portugal, clear skies and 26, and it's like that for the next few weeks. Izmir, Turkey, hot and 34, and Newquay for some a little bit of surfing down there, partly cloudy and 20, maybe even the odd shower. What a shower. just open the window here. A bit lively, aren't they? What is that, Eagles? Is that Eagles?
Baby, don't understand why we can't just hold on to each other's hands. This time might be the last I fear, unless I make it all too clear. I need you so. Take what was wrong and make it right. Baby, that's all I know, that you're half of the flesh and blood that makes me whole. That you're half of the flesh and blood that makes me whole. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. Take these broken wings. You got to learn to fly, learn to live and love so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up for us and let us in. Yeah,
I got something for you. You're going to like it. Just a quick mention about the Wilderness Festival, which is on from the 2nd until the 5th of August at Cornbury Park in Oxfordshire. Nile Rodgers and Chic, John Hopkins and Bastille are among the acts playing there. It's true. Plus our friends from BBC Music will also be there. And if you want to be in with a chance of winning 2 tickets to the Wilderness Festival 2018, go and look for BBC Music on Twitter and find out how. That's at BBC Music on Twitter for a chance of winning 2 tickets to this year's Wilderness Festival. Plus, you'll also find the full T&Cs and privacy notice there. The competition competition closes at 6 p.m. on the 19th of July. That's 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, so you'll need to be quick. Those details again, go and find at BBC Music on Twitter and see how you could be in with a chance of winning 2 tickets to the Wilderness Festival 2018, featuring, amongst others, Nile Rodgers and Chic, John Hopkins and Bastille, just among the acts playing. But please don't try and enter if you're listening on demand, and good luck. Is that you, Jeremy?
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine. Do make contact. Let us know what you think. Here's the details. Don't take a leak in a septic tank meets cake by the ocean. And hop on an easy jet with Sia, but leave Sean Paul behind. .co.uk.org.co.uk.org.uk.
This is the record of the week. Come on to me, Paul McCartney.
I saw you flash a smile that seemed to me to say you wanted so much more than casual conversation. I swear I caught a look before you turned away. Now I don't see the point resisting your temptation. Did you come on to me? Will I come on to you? If you come on to me, will I come on to you? I don't think I can wait like I'm supposed to do. How soon can we arrange a formal introduction? We need to find a place where we can be alone to spend some special time without an interruption. If you come on to me, will I come on to you? If you come on to me, will I come on to you? Before you grab your coat, I'll try to be discreet. You know we can't be seen exchanging information. Well, I saw you flash a smile that seemed to me to say you wanted so much more than casual conversation. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, well, I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, will I come on to you? If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will now. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will now.
Come on to me, Paul McCartney. What do you say, Paul?
Hi, this is Macca. Email the big show at steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. He reads it, and then I'll come up with a song based on your email.
Today it's Bobby Pryor and Tim arriving. Let's have a look at at some factoids used to. What you got there, Bobby?
A double rainbow occurs only when sunlight is reflected twice inside a raindrop. If you look closely, you can see that the colours of the secondary rainbow appear in reverse order.
I always know when there's going to be a rainbow, don't you?
What, do you feel it in
I
your
feel
water?
it. I do feel it, yeah.
Well, you can usually tell, can't you? Because it's rainy, but there's also some blue sky and sunshine around.
Yeah.
A few clouds. You think, oh, that is prime weather for rainbows.
Now, I had a rainbow in my car the other day, on the car seat, and I was thinking, well, where's the water? Or is that light reflection when it refracts?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's light reflection,
Yeah.
There wouldn't be an actual weather pattern inside your car, would there?
Yeah, but sometimes a rainbow might end up in someone's front room.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What songs do you know about rainbow?
I can sing a rainbow.
Go on, then.
Okay, I can do Rainbow Connection. Kermit the Frog.
Oh, I don't know that one. Only red and yellow and green and Rainbow Valley. Down in
my Rainbow Valley.
Factoids.
Let's take a look at some other news around today. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon. Melinda Messenger, Ingrid Tarrant and Annabelle Giles with us later, and also comedian Gary Delaney. Video streaming services such as Netflix and Amazon Prime now have more subscribers than traditional pay TV services in the UK. This is according to new data from Ofcom. The media regulator says British TV will have to change the way it operates if it wants to compete with the internet giants. Having said all of that, I do think British television, homegrown television, is probably the best in the world, myself.
Yep, I think I fully agree with you, but what they're saying is to compete with those organisations and to produce new programmes, new dramas with the kind of budgets that they're using, maybe some broadcasters in this country, BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5, need to get together.
Well, they're in on it anyway. They're doing co-productions anyway.
Not all the time, though, are they?
Not all the time, but
maybe that has to rise then, the number of co-productions.
Yeah, steady as she goes. Google is to be fined a record €4.3 billion. That's around £3.8 billion over its Android operating system, the BBC has learned. As you heard earlier in Jeremy's show and throughout the day, Sir Cliff wins his case against the BBC. US President Donald Trump says there is no time limit for North Korea to denuclearize and there is no need to rush the process. I think that's him trying to change the agenda from yesterday's news.
Please don't bring me in on this.
No.
I watched it last night. I mean, you know, his response to what he'd said the day before.
I know.
I'm sorry, it's staggering.
Animals Behaving Badly tonight, 8 p.m. That's a new show. It's called The Mating Game tonight. Mongooses start wars to create a diversion for sneaky mating.
That's mongoose, isn't it?
Yeah, and macaques kidnap babies to curry favour with their rivals. And all that kind of behaviour. Animals Behaving Badly at 8 o'clock tonight. Looks really interesting. Saw a trailer and I was asked to mention it, so now I've done it. What else is going on? Oh, yeah, let's do some anniversaries here. Bobby, Richard Branson.
Well, he's one of our, entrepreneurs who started a business out the back of his car and a telephone box, I think, when he first started.
Is that right?
Yeah, a public telephone box was his first place, his first office on the back of his car. There you go.
Yeah, because it was a mail order, wasn't it? It's Virgin Record.
I'm sorry, he had a telephone box in the back of his car?
No, sorry, he used a telephone box, a public telephone box, and he had the records in the back of his car.
Yeah, that's how he started.
Yeah, brilliant. Right, Thomas Edison records the human voice for the first time this year, 1877.
The first words I spoke in the original phonograph. A little piece of practical poetry. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
Hey, that was
brilliant.
Great.
Wow.
And that was followed by the Tony Blackburn Golden Hour back in the day even. Thank you very much for that, Gary. That's a nice line. All right, William Makepeace Thackeray.
He's a very famous British author, of course. Wrote Vanity Fair.
And John Glenn.
And John Glenn. Godspeed, John Glenn. First American to orbit the Earth.
Yeah. Big Show Radio 2. Melinda, Ingrid and Annabelle later, and Gary Delaney. Oh, here's Gary.
I took a poll recently, and 100% of people were quite annoyed that their tent had fallen down. I thought PPI was just something you could get if you didn't wear goggles at the swimming baths.
Shape Me Any Way You Want Me. It's Amen Corner. And this is Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. More problems for the M6 coming up. First of all, though, the A827 at Aberfeldy is still closed, the Aberfeldy Road. They're still recovering that earlier accident, which is complicated down between the A826, the Creef Road, and the square at Kenmore. So that's still completely shut. There is a diversion and traffic's coping reasonably well. But do give yourself some extra time. Now, problems on the M6. It has been closed again southbound. This is between junctions 21 and 21A. So around 2 o'clock, it was closed north of the earlier closure at Knutsford, but on the southbound side once again. So southbound, it is shut. The queues are almost back to 23 at Haydock, so it's affecting the M62 as well. Now, the A50 was where we had a kind of pinch point through Knutsford, with lots of traffic trying to avoid the problems of the earlier closure of the M6 at junction 19. That A50 is still serving for lots of people trying to miss the queues. So expect it to be A50. If you're heading away from Warrington, you've got a lot of congestion heading away from there with people trying to find alternative routes to miss the queues. Northbound is heavy as well on the M6. If you're heading up between 18 and 20, you've got some slow traffic, but all lanes are open on the northbound side. I'd really like your updates today, so keep them coming. Also, M1 southbound, we've got a breakdown 41 to 40 at Flushdyke. One lane is shut. A1 southbound is also closed between Tuxford and Newark. So it's shut between the A6075 Tuxford Junction and the B1164. So big queues through there. There is a sign diversion on the southbound side, but it's also causing northbound queues. M25 this afternoon clockwise between 13, which is Staines, around towards junction 16 for the M40 is busy. Anti-clockwise 15, the M4 to 11 at Chertsey is heavy. And the M23 northbound between 9 and 8, that's Gatwick Airport, and the M25 have got a breakdown, so one lane is shut. And some good news, the A274 Sutton Valence to Biddenden has reopened at Headcorn. Back with another one, 40 minutes.
Thanks, see you in a minute. Steve, can you give a massive shout out to my fellow crew? We're on the Norfolk Broads in our cruiser. That's Stuart and Paula and Stephen and Deb, loving the show. Oh, I love it when you come to the lock and you have to kind of, work that out. I can't do it myself. Steve, can you say hello to Betsy, Sunny, Holly and Barney? We're on our way home from Cardiff Airport, having been in Mallorca for a wonderful week. And Steve, give us a shout out. We're heading to sunny Benidorm from Frankie, Lynn and Kin.
Fade away. Take your time. Seize the day. I don't mind. I can wait. So when you're ready, you just gotta let me know. And when the time is right, I'm gonna show you. When we find it, we won't ever let go. 'Cause love lasts forever. So when you're ready, you just gotta let me know. But when the time is right, I'm gonna show you. When we find it, we won't ever let go. 'Cause love lasts forever. I'm behind. Catch your fall. Take this time to get things wrong. We'll be fine. You'll be great. I don't mind. I can wait. So when you're ready, you just gotta let me know. But when the time is right, I'm gonna show you. When we find it, we won't ever let go. 'Cause love lasts forever.
Big show, Radio 2, Wednesday afternoon. 100 years to the day since Nelson Mandela's birth. It's Nelson Mandela International Day today. The Forestry Trade Fair and conferences have started in München in Germany. The Sports and Leisure Expo, Hong Kong. It's preview night at Comic-Con International Exhibition in San Diego. And the 2018 ESPYs, the Excellence in Sports Performance Yearly Awards held in Los Angeles, USA. Awards dues in London tonight include Retail Week's Rising Stars Awards. Some of these are actually on during the day. The Association of Catering Excellence Robin Awards, the PR Internships Awards, and the Arthur C. Clarke Award for Sci-Fi Literature. The Lytham Festival is on Lytham Green. Lost Voice Guy playing Bedford. Noel Gallagher plays Manchester. Gary Newman plays Holmfirth. And it's Prom 6 at the Royal Albert Hall, which includes a performance of An American in Paris by George Gershwin. And happy birthday, Richard Branson. Happy birthday, Vin Diesel. Is Vin with us?
In New York City, I went to an English high school. So when I was 14 years old, I started imitating every headmaster I ever had. I mean,
I know what you're saying, son.
I'll really let him have it, you know?
Yeah, let him have some of that.
Yeah, I'll do it. My humour with that back then was terrific.
Robbie Williams is to join the X Factor After All judging panel when the show returns to screens this summer. ITV has finally announced.
There'll be lots of TV stuff coming up that hopefully people will find interesting and entertaining.
Are you going to do it? The X Factor. Here's when we pressed him on it.
I don't know. There's nothing confirmed. I could understand if you read the newspapers that you would think it's confirmed, but my people are talking to their people and we shall see what happens. But if that doesn't happen, other things revolving around TV will definitely be happening.
But did you, I mean, as it said in the press, did you insist that if you do it, then wife does it?
I haven't said anything to anybody about anything. If they come to me and my management and we both agree that it's a good thing for both parties, then we'll do it. But up until then, nothing's concrete.
That was Robbie Williams. Here's Bobby Pryor. What you got?
You know we love a list. Well, in the iNewspaper today, they have put together this great list of consumers spelling badly. Now, can either of you spell trampoline or vacuum? Just think about that. How would you spell vacuum?
Vacuum, V-A-C-U-U-M.
Yeah, well done. And trampoline?
T-R-A-M-P-O-L-I-N-E.
You did well, because apparently the data from a big store, they crunched it and gave us the top 10. Vacuum cleaner is number one at the most misspelt. Most people spell it with an E on the end. Some people put two C's in, and some people put an N on the end. And the other thing about trampoline, well, I suppose it depends on how you say it. That reflects on how you spell it.
Yeah, some people might put an A in it. Encyclopedia's my one. I can't do encyclopedia at all.
No, I can't do that one. Try this one. Do realign. This was one that they gave the 8-year-old, and I was testing her on some of her spellings because we look after a couple of days a week.
Okay.
Realign. That's quite difficult for an 8-year-old.
R-E-A-L-I-G-N.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct. Yeah, I just thought that was quite difficult for an 8-year-old. I couldn't have spelt that at 8, could you?
I think what happens is we get so used to spelling badly and the computer's fixing it for us or taking it to us anyway. Imagine if you couldn't get to a vacuum cleaner online unless you could spell it.
Yes.
That would change things completely.
Oh, no, Google always fix that for you, though,
well,
don't
there
they?
you go. There you
All right,
go.
what about summarise? Can you do summarise?
Oh, 2 M's in it.
Are you sure?
S-U-M... No, actually, S-U-M-E-R... I don't know. R-I-S-E.
I misdirected you deliberately.
Double M.
Double M.
A-R?
E-R.
No, A-R.
Oh, James says it's A-R.
Is it A-R?
Thank you, James.
I-S-I-S-E,
A-R.
yeah?
Summarise.
Yeah, listen to me.
And they spell it differently in America. They'll say I-Z-E.
Well, they spell lots of words differently, don't they?
Here's some silly stuff now that everybody has in common. So what do you think's in there? Everybody does these things. Just try and guess one.
Picks their nose.
No, that's not in here, although most people do. Obviously at the lights.
Loses the remote.
No. Dancing to music while you eat something in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, okay,
of course, yeah.
Saying hello, mate, when you forgot somebody's name and you're at a do.
Do that all the time. Hello, matey.
Yeah. Lowering the music on the radio in the car so that somehow you can see better.
I think that's about concentration.
Yes,
I think
it
there's
is.
some common sense in that. I know it sounds ridiculous.
Is talking to yourself on there, because that's one of life's great pleasures.
That's number 11. Secretly diagnosing everyone waiting in your doctor's waiting room. Eating a family-sized bag of crisps by yourself.
Oh, yeah. That's my M6 pleasure on a Friday when they've closed the M6 and haven't told us.
Oh, really? Well, you should know.
No, trust me, even I don't know that. If you regularly commute to Manchester from the south, trust me, there is no way of knowing. You cannot save yourself.
Well, luckily you got a bag of cheese and onion, and you most likely lied to the doctor when they ask you about alcoholic drinks per week consumption. Yeah. EasyJet will complain to the European Commission about strikes by French air traffic controllers in other headlines today. Fish oil supplements for a healthy heart. Nonsense, says a report. But we will consult Dr. H tomorrow, who I saw on a lunchtime show earlier today, saying that he disputes that report. So now you're up to date. Melinda Messenger, Ingrid Tarrant, Annabelle Giles with us later, and Gary Delaney, the comedian, all on the big show.
Can you hear the drums, Fernando? I remember long ago another starry night like this. In the firelight, Fernando, you were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. I could hear the distant drums and sounds of bugle calls were coming from afar. They were closer now, Fernando. Every hour, every minute seemed to last eternally. I was so afraid, Fernando. We were young and full of life, and none of us prepared to die. And I'm not ashamed to say the roar of guns and cannons almost made me cry. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. Now we're old and gray, Fernando. Since many years I haven't seen a rifle in your hand. Can you hear the drums, Fernando? Do you still recall the fateful night we crossed the Rio Grande? I can see it in your eyes. How
From the newest Mamma Mia movie, which of course will be number one by Sunday.
there was something in the
It is, of course,
the stars were
Chris Evans' best pal, Cher. That's a good version too. Big show on the air from Radio 2, the oldies chosen by Sarah Wilkin in Stratford-upon-Avon. After the news.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Lisa Costello. Sir Cliff Richard has been awarded more than £200,000 in damages after winning his privacy case against the BBC about its coverage of a police search of his home. The star, who was never arrested, took legal action because of broadcasts of the raid 4 years ago as part of an investigation into an historical child sex allegation. The BBC's Director of Editorial Policy and Standards, David Jordan, says the corporation may appeal.
Are journalists allowed to report that somebody is under investigation by the police? And this judgment goes a long way to saying that's not going to be possible other than exceptional circumstances when the police want it reported or where the level of public interest as yet undefined is so great that it can be justified.
Detectives investigating the Grenfell Tower fire have carried out 3 interviews under caution as part of their inquiries into allegations of manslaughter and potential health and safety breaches. 72 people were killed during the fire last year. There are concerns about the flammable cladding which was used during the building's refurbishment. Here's our Home Affairs correspondent, Tom Simons.
It's clear from what the police say that they have a planned programme of doing these sorts of interviews with people, possibly people from companies involved in the refurbishment, that sort of thing, and that they're going to work their way through that list. Why is this important? Well, generally in these complex investigations, lots of document evidence, forensic evidence, picture evidence is gathered first, and then that is put to people who might be suspects in the case. So I think we're moving into that stage.
It's been another turbulent day for Theresa May, with her Brexit coming under fire from both opposition MPs and those within her own party. Speaking at Prime Minister's questions, the Labour leader, Jeremy Corbyn, said her proposals were in complete chaos following 2 days of closely fought votes in the Commons. Mrs May will attempt to address concerns among Tory MPs when she meets an influential group of backbenchers later. Ken Clarke is a former Conservative Chancellor and Remain campaigner.
The ministers, the people with the responsibility of looking after the national interest, need to get away from this, think through now where exactly they are. Most importantly, we must get on quickly with negotiating with the European Union on many things. We must ensure we've sorted out trade, investment, customs barriers, regulatory alignment in time for March. What we can't have is chaos in March.
Scientists in Australia say they've developed the first blood test capable of detecting a form of skin cancer before it becomes deadly. Researchers at Edith Cowan University say a trial of 200 people was successful in about 80% of cases. 12 boys and their football coach have been talking for the first time about how they ended up trapped underground in a flooded cave in Thailand. During a long news conference, some of the boys admitted that they hadn't even told their parents where they were going. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3. Our next at 4.
Thanks, Lisa. Here come the Non-Stop oldies.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. 2 till 5.
Now, the Non-Stop oldies, brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
While I'm thinking of you, wouldn't
Vane the Main.
I'm a dark and lonely street.
And these oldies chosen by Sarah Wilkin in Stratford-upon-Avon. Hi, Steve. I work with my husband Tim running a busy recruitment business from our log cabin at the bottom of the garden. Oh, that's awesome. We got 3 boys, Fred, who's 13. Hello, Fred. Will, who's 8, and 2-year-old Tom. I'm a home bird and enjoy nothing better than pottering in the garden and spending time with my family. I also help to run the local Beaver Scouts group. I have a varied music taste and my choices are a reflection of my life so far and hold great memories of growing up, my husband and our kids. Thanks for playing my selection of oldies. Sarah Wilkin, Stratford-upon-Avon. Some of your lovin', no G, as the oldies continue with Dusty Springfield.
You gotta give me some of your loving. You gotta give me some of your loving. Now I'm not a greedy girl. I don't need the world. Just give me some of your love. Oh, now I don't expect you to guarantee your faith and devotion to only me. I'm aware you got a lot of wild oats to sow, but baby, when I need you, don't you tell me no. You gotta give me some, oh yes you do now. You gotta give me some of your loving. Now I'm not a jealous child. My demands are mine. Just give me some of your love. Oh, I know a man likes to feel that he's been around before he decides to settle down. I've no doubt someday you're gonna feel that way too. But baby, just remember, until you do, you gotta give me some. Yes, you do. I mean to tell you of your loving. Now I'm not a greedy girl. I don't need the world. Just give me some of your love. Oh, you gotta give me some of your. I mean to tell you some. Don't forget about me now.
Yesterday, well, it seemed so cool when I walked you home, kissed goodnight. I said it's love, you said alright. It's funny how I could never cry until tonight, and you passed by hand in hand with another guy. You're dressed to kill, and guess who's dying? Dance away the heartache. Dance away the day. Dance away the heartache. Dance away the day. Dance away. Loneliness I must walk the line until I find an open door off the street onto the floor. There was I, many times a fool. I hope and pray, but not too much. Out of reach is out of touch. All the way is far enough. Dance away the heartache. Dance away. Dance away the heartache. Dance away. Dance away the heartache. Dance away.
Talking to Melissa Messenger, Ingrid Tarrant and Annabelle Giles in our next half hour, and later on Gary Delaney, stand-up comedian who's playing the Edinburgh Fringe. And these are the Non-Stop Oldies, as chosen by Sarah Wilkin in Stratford-upon-Avon. More in a moment. Let's just break off to tell you about love songs. And you can leave your dedication for this Sunday's love songs. It's on in the morning at Radio 2's Facebook page right now and this afternoon. If you want to send us a dedication for love songs for this Sunday morning's programme, just go to Facebook and search for Radio 2. You'll see our love songs post. All you have to do is comment underneath it before 5 o'clock this afternoon. Leave your dedication, leave your shout out. Make sure you say who you are and where you're from, along with who the dedication might be for. We do read all the dedications you leave on Facebook, so make sure, please, that you're listening to love songs from 9 a.m. on Sunday morning, and you might hear yours on the show. So to recap, if you want a dedication, a shout out on love songs for your loved ones, go to Facebook, search for BBC Radio 2, leave your comment under the love songs post. You got till 5.
Steve Wright Sunday Love Songs.
88 to 91 FM, BBC Radio 2.
9 a.m. Sunday morning.
Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're wonderful, flawless, ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Ooh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. Ooh, oh girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure, that is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You know you can make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you. Oh, oh. Pretty girl, you should be smiling. A girl like you should never look so blue. You're everything I see in my dreams. I wouldn't say that to you if it wasn't true. Ooh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. Ooh, oh girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure, that is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You know you can make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. If you my treasure. Yeah, you are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are treasure.
And these are the Non-Stop Oldies as chosen by Sarah Wilkin in Stratford-upon-Avon.
Hi, this is Trump. Steve, you got any Cardi B or Offset?
Maybe later we're doing the oldies.
Walking round the room singing stormy weather at 57 Mount Pleasant Street. Well, it's the same room, but everything's different. You can fight the sleep, but not the dream. Things ain't cooking in my kitchen. Strange affliction wash over me. Julius Caesar and the Roman Empire couldn't conquer the blue sky. Well, there's a small boat made of china. It's going nowhere on the mantelpiece. Well, do I lie like a lounge room lizard, or do I sing like a bird released? Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, always take the weather. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather. You take the weather with you.
Sarah Wilkin choosing these oldies, along with her husband Tim, and then they got Fred and Will and Tom. That's Crowded House. Take the weather with you.
An iguana is on a beach. A young iguana is running across a beach at speed. A terrified young iguana is running for its life across a beach, pursued by a horde of ravenous snakes.
A near miraculous escape.
For anyone living with sight loss, BBC Audio Description describes every moment in detail, bringing TV programmes into focus. To find out more, call 0303 123 9999. Standard charges apply.
Thank you, that was brilliant. That's great. Okay, 3:25 now, and these are the oldies chosen by Sarah Wilkin. Stratford-upon-Avon, and here's the last of them, Simple Minds, alive and kicking. From Radio 2.
You turned me on. You lit me up like the sweetest cup I share with you. You lift me up. Don't you ever stop. I'm here with you. Now it's all or nothing, 'cause you said you follow through. gonna do when things go wrong? What you gonna do when it all cracks up? What you gonna do when the love burns down? What you gonna do when the flames go up? Who's gonna come and turn the tide? What's it gonna take
to make a dream survive?
Who's got the time
to calm a storm inside?
Who's gonna save you?
Alive and kicking. Stay until your love is alive and kicking. Stay until your love is, until your love is alive. You lift me up to the crystal top so I can see. You lead me on till the feelings come and the lights that shine on. But if that don't mean nothing, like if someday it should fall through, you take me home where the magic's from.
What you gonna do when things go wrong? What you gonna do when it all cracks up? What you gonna do when your love burns down? What you gonna do when the flames go up? Who's gonna come and turn the tides? What's it gonna take
to make a dream survive?
Who's got the time
to calm a storm inside?
Don't say goodbye, don't say goodbye. In the final seconds, who's gonna say that? Ooh,
alive and kicking. Stay until your love is alive and kicking. Alive and kicking.
Simple Minds. Alive and kicking. You can email us steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Yes. Steve. Tim and Bobby. Oh, Steve, Tim and Bobby, can you say hello, Donna? All right, Donna, as I'm just back from a near tropical week in Newquay and I need some midweek motivation as I'm back to work. Lots of love from Donna in Yate in Bristol. Steve, Lucy and Jeremy here on our way from Devon to Hampshire to see Mr. Tom Jones. Very excited and loving the show. Steve lying by the pool in Portugal having a unicorn and rainbow party for Sarah Louise McKenna, who is 30 today. It would make our day if we could say happy birthday, Sarah. Happy birthday, Sarah. You're a legend, part of our family. I don't think so. Love, Vanessa. That's Sarah's mum. Can you give a shout out to my lovely wife, Ellie, and our three girls, Grace, Olivia and Annie. I love them very much and I don't know what I'd do without them. Thank you from Ben in Abingdon. Got to say hello to all the team at D. Bear & Co. in High Wycombe, especially our colleague, Faye Comrie, who's currently in Cardiff at her sister's graduation. Can you let her know that we're all working very hard in her absence? Thank you from all at D. Bear & Co. Steve just landed at Newcastle after 11 scorching days in Mallorca. On our way back to pick up the dogs and cats. Got treats for the dogs because one of the labs will be in a mega huff with me for leaving him. Oh, no. Loving the show. I've missed it. Give us a big shout out. That's Carolyn, Terry and gorgeous daughter Robin. And folks, can we have a quick shout out for a group of music fans known as the Celtic Energy Gang who are travelling, I think it's through the Isle of Lewis in the Outer Hebrides en route to the Hebridean Celtic Festival, which starts tonight. Cheers. My pleasure.
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine. That web address is Michael Palin's spleen meets Aunt Sally from Words Organic. Not that brand of chips, you airhead. Hit me at my jumping off point. Don't go into tech, by the way. It's all beanbags, nerds and table tennis.co.uk. Okay, feel free to add anything you want. You know I love you very much. Well, I do. Unrequited.
Yeah. Here's Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, the A827 at Aberfeldy. Now, the Aberfeldy Road has been closed for a few hours because of an accident. They've got to recover from this morning. So it's shut between the A826 at Aberfeldy and the square at Kenmore. Just because the nature of recovery, it's complicated. That's why the road is still closed. There is a diversion. Give yourself a little bit of extra time. Now, closure of the M6. So the M6 is closed once again southbound. They've extended the closure from 21A. So it's closed from the M62 where all traffic is coming off down towards junction 20 following a second accident that was behind the one at 19 for Knutsford. So diversion route is taking you off on the M62. Now the latest from this, I'm waiting for more information, it looks like every man for himself. Once they take you off, there is no official diversion, so lots of people are going via the A50 at Warrington. So Warrington is absolutely gridlocked, extremely slow, people trying to find alternative routes to get back on at 20. So just bear in mind that you might be by yourself once you're off the M6 and have to find your own way around. I'll keep you updated. M1 on the southbound side, 41 to 40 at Flushdyke, broken down vehicle, one lane is shut. A1 southbound, Tuxford to Newark is still closed. The closure's in between the A60, 75, the Tuxford Junction and the B11, 64. Still big queues. There is a signed diversion. Give yourself time for that. And the M25 at the moment, clockwise, busy. Well, it's almost to 11. It starts to get very heavy to 13 at Staines and then solid to 16 for the M40. Anti-clockwise, 15 to 11 is busy. M4 to Chertsey where it usually is, and the M23 northbound, there was a breakdown between 9 and 8 up towards the M25. It's gone, but you've still got slow traffic. And then finally the A417, this breakdown being recovered at the A46 Sherdington Road means the A417 is now closed for recovery if you're heading either way, either towards the Gloucester M5 section or away from it. That was another one, 25 minutes.
I'm never keen when I'm in a diversion and I've been diverted off the road and I'm following the signs and then suddenly I come to a fork in the road, but the diversion signs have stopped. And then you go that way or that way, but you go that way first, say you're turning right, and there's nobody there at all with you. You think, no. I don't like that.
Live till 5. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Mostly dry and sunny spells, but a few showers will break out across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Still feeling warm, especially in the southeast of England. High of 24 today in Cambridge.
The Bentley parked on Wall Street. Money is the new friends you make each week. Money is the inside guy at the bank. Money is the yacht right before it sank. Bet you never thought you'd want so much. Bet you never thought that'd be so tough. So you sell your soul for a piece of the pie. Now you can't sleep so you don't even try. I wanna be like you. I wouldn't wanna be like you. No way. Like you. You tell a lie, you tell a lie, you tell a lie, but that don't make it true. Money is the monkey giving you a backache. Money is the grease in the palm of the handshake. Money covers up all the evidence. Not taking all the money would have made the best sense. Bet you never thought you'd be that much. Bet you never thought I'd be so rough. Thought you could beat them at that game, but they wrote the rules, now you take the blame. I wouldn't wanna be like you. I wouldn't wanna be like you. No way. I wouldn't wanna be like you. You tell a lie, you tell a lie, you tell a lie. That don't make it true.
ladies in with us, and they are Melinda Messenger, Ingrid Tarrant, and Annabelle Giles, everybody. Well, you know, over the years we've known you, we've interviewed you, and it's so nice to see all three of you involved in this fantastic show. This is just a brilliant idea, don't you think, Tim?
I think it's a fantastic idea, yeah.
You cannot go wrong with this idea. Check this out. It's July, it's summer, and from tomorrow night you can see Melinda Messenger, Ingrid Tarrant, Annabelle Giles, and 5 other ladies heading off to a Greek island for a special getaway. The other 5 are Sean Lloyd, Nancy Delaleo, Aggie McKenzie, Nini and Benjamin, and Lizzie Cundy. And what the 8 of them have in common is that they're all single women and are facing decisions on what to do next in their life. This new 4-part series, it's called Our Shirley Valentine's Summer, which is great, and it's them together on a Greek island, and in fact it's Naxos, isn't it, right?
Yeah.
So, well, let's ask each of you, Melinda, why go into a thing like this? Why?
Why not, actually? It was such an amazing opportunity. A month in a beautiful place, Naxos, which is this incredible Greek island, and just to get to experience some things that I wouldn't ordinarily get to do, to get like that amount of time out and just be able to have time to look at all the things I wanted to do in life, where my life was heading, and to have that experience. It was phenomenal, and it far exceeded anything I expected of it.
So, Annabelle, you've all done television and you all present television, so you know really what the TV people want.
Well, yeah,
so
I mean,
how much playing up?
Well, it was funny actually, because none of us have done TV for some time, because as you know, it's crime getting old in TV land, and so we haven't really been given the opportunity. So we all leapt at this. Do you know what? I don't think anyone acted up for
No,
the
they
cameras.
didn't.
We were all absolutely genuinely there to decide or to look at our lives and think about what we would like to do next. I was up for an adventure.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have a bit of fun. I haven't had much fun recently, and I just thought, come on, let's go for it, see what happens. And I came up with lots of different things I'd like to do.
Well, that's an interesting thing, Ingrid. So the fun thing, was that what appealed to you? Or did you think, OK, I want to get a lot off my chest, I want to talk about my old relationships? Or what were your thought processes going in?
I didn't want to get a lot off my chest, and I didn't talk about old relationships. So that's actually quite, because that would have brought a kind of a negative. This was very positive. This was going forward. The brief as well was too young to retire, but not too old to try new things.
Yeah.
And that's very appealing, because we are at that middle stage of life. And it was really about the adventure, what next. We were asked what we would like to do and achieve in life. I said I'd like to learn to play the lyre and to tap dance. I didn't get the opportunity to do either.
And that first one was what? Play the
lyre. You know, the Greeks.
L-Y-R-E.
Oh, OK.
L-Y-R-E rather than
It's
tell
quite a
fix.
specific thing you wanted to do there.
was.
On a Greek island.
That's interesting, isn't it?
And given the title of the programme, though, I mean, was there also an element whereby you were looking for a Greek taverna owner who looked vaguely like Tom Conti or not?
Well, we
wouldn't have said no if we
a
found him, would
lovely
we?
Greek taverna owner, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he was gorgeous.
Yes.
He did a sort of pop-up taverna thing. I hope I'm not giving too much away. And we were all given different jobs to do. I sadly had to do the washing up. And this man was just lovely, wasn't he? We all adored him. Sadly not single. He was about the only not single man we came across, because weirdly, things like learning how to make a great moussaka, oddly, the teacher was single.
Wow.
Things like languages, the teacher was strangely single. So we just kept coming across these single men.
Well, OK, look, let's hear a clip and then we'll take a break, play some music, and then we'll be back with Melinda Messenger, Ingrid Tarrant and Annabelle Giles to talk some more about Our Shirley Valentine's Summer. That's the name of the show. Here's the clip.
Girls, listen, I've got a little something to tell you.
You're pregnant?
Well, not pregnant yet. I am 50 and it's my birthday today. And just to say, I want to celebrate it with you wonderful girls.
I've really not been comfortable with saying my age.
Oh, it's like new beginnings. I want to be happy for the age I am. Oh,
Yeah.
that is so right. It's only a number. It is only a number, and you don't look the number. Life begins at 50s.
That's right. Yeah, said it's alright. I won't forget all the times I've waited patiently for you. And you'll do just what you choose to do. And I will be alright. You know that I could be in love with almost everyone. I think that people are the greatest fun. And I will be alone again tonight, my dear.
love to live a very simple life. Live off the land, growing your own fruit and vegetables, having animals. That would be fabulous.
Have you ever kept chickens?
I have, actually. I had 18.
You had 18?
Yep. I had 5 generations of chicks.
Oh, wow. When I was a kid, I was desperate to be a farmer, you know.
Me too. Could you be a
Yes.
farmer's wife?
No, I want to be the farmer.
Me too.
We are back, and that was another clip from our Shirley Valentine Summer, which starts tomorrow night, 9:30 on ITV. And we're here with 3 of the ladies who went to the Greek island of Naxos for the show: Melinda Messenger, Ingrid Tarrant, and Annabelle Giles. Now, before the music, you brought it up, so I'm just going to ask the question. Did you find that Greek guys and the locals there, guys in particular, were less ageist than guys elsewhere?
Oh, so much.
Definitely.
And what do you put that down to?
I think it's this country. We've got our numbers wrong, haven't we? We think that women over 40 have sort of had it, really, and it's just not the case. Whereas if you go to Europe or anywhere else, they're celebrated. Older women are seen as a good thing.
In fact, we didn't even see one TV, did we? Well, we did in our villa, but it didn't work.
No.
So I don't think TV is a big thing in their lives, or newspapers or celebrity news. And here it's very much the ages thing that you were saying.
The young 20-somethings, whereas, the culture's just so different. It's about family, it's about friends, it's about having time together.
They sort of get on with what's in front of them, really, rather than go, oh, I don't know what people are going to think about this. And the men I found to be really gentle and kind and sweet-natured and rather adorable.
Now, what's the format of the programme? So we're watching each show. Let's say I'm watching the first one. What happens immediately? Do we see you on the plane?
We haven't seen it.
Oh.
We will be watching at the same time as you.
Oh, that's great, though.
What do you think might happen then?
Oh, anything could happen. Because so much, we were filming obviously over the course of a whole month, from morning until night. So we don't know what's going to be included, but so much did happen. So many unexpected things, lots of funny moments, lots of tender moments. I think you could be in for a little bit of everything.
Was there tension though? Did you all get on at all times?
Yeah, I think we all got on pretty well. I mean, it's always difficult having 8 people living in one place, and then 8 people who are women living in one place, and 8 people who are older women living in one place. There's always quite a bit of, but we all managed fine,
We
didn't
did
we?
very well. In fact, I didn't detect the tension, but then I just kind of like in my own little cloud, perhaps. But I was really pleasantly surprised. We cut to the chase. We're too old to go pussyfooting around and like this and everything. We just say it as it is. We've gone past this, let's sort of like put this in a subtle, more diplomatic way. We just say it, don't we? I think we're much more straight and much more honest.
Now, what was Naxos like, finally? I mean, talk me through how nice, or any pleasantries or unpleasantries.
No unpleasantries.
It was just like fantasy Greek island. You just think they don't exist anymore because they've all just been overrun with tourists. But no, this place is it.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Don't tell anyone it's Naxos.
Stand by for the onslaught, everyone.
Naxos, by the way, you've got the wrong place. It's not
Don't go
Naxos,
there.
it's Naxos.
It's hideous.
You'll hate
Mustn't
it.
go.
We made the whole thing
Whatever
up.
you do.
You can't backtrack now.
Never going there again, are we?
You can see Annabelle, Ingrid and Melinda in our Shirley Valentine Summer, starting tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. on ITV. And yes, you heard Melinda, Ingrid and Annabelle. Thank you very much. Good to see you again. Thank you. Brilliant. That was great.
Take me back to school. I need to learn the golden rule. Won't you lay it on the line? I need to hear it just one more time. Oh, won't you tell me again? Oh, can you feel it? Oh, won't you tell me again tonight? Each and every heart, it seems, is bounded by a world of dreams. Every rising sun is greeted by a lonely one. Oh, won't you tell me again? Oh, can you feel it? Oh, won't you tell me again tonight? Tonight. 'Cause out on the ocean of life, my love, there's so many storms we must rise above. Can you hear the spirit calling as it's carried across the waves? You're already falling, it's calling you back to face the music and the song that is coming through. You're already falling, the one that is calling is you. just take a vow and trust your feelings. It's easy now. Understand the voice within and feel a change already beginning. Oh, won't you tell me again? Oh, can you feel it? Oh, won't you tell me again tonight? And you're back up against the past. You're already falling. It's calling you on to face the music.
Thank you, Melinda and Ingrid and Annabelle. That was great. Coming round to 5 to 4, this is BBC Radio 2. Heard around the world. And of course, in the United Kingdom, you can email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. The whole family love your show. My dad, who retires this week, and I currently on way to see my 95-year-old granddad for a catch-up and a trip to the garden centre. Shout out to the Holdsworth and Connolly families. Thanks, Steve and team. Love it. That's Rebecca Holdsworth. Joe and Simon at 5, comedian Paul Merton on with them, The Folk Show with Mark Radcliffe at 8, Bill Kenwright's Golden Years. In this special episode, Bill chats to Tommy Steele and Sarah Cox, 10 o'clock. OJ Borge at midnight. And then it's Pick It Up Ups, Paul Gambaccini. And now here's Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the M6 closure southbound between junction 21A, the M62, down to 20. It is still closed following that earlier accident. All traffic coming off onto the M62. That's then forced around to the M60. And then either the M56 to rejoin at 20, the A556 to join at junction 19. So if you're West Manchester or Southwest Manchester, you know, Altrincham and Warrington, that's really, those towns are really feeling the pressure at the moment. So it's very slow indeed. Also, problems for the A1 continue. The A1 is now closed both ways between Tuxford and Newark. So it's closed between the A6075, that's the Tuxford Junction, and the B1164. They've closed the northbound side because they've cut the barriers to release the trapped southbound traffic and turn it round on itself to release it. So that's why northbound is closed at the moment. And then to the A14. If you're top of the M11, we've got westbound queues from the M11 at junction 31 at Girton through to 29 at Bar Hill, largely because of the roadworks. Thanks for your calls. And finally, A39 at Cannington. The Cannington bypass partially blocked by an accident near to Bridgewater Turn. Back with more, half an hour.
Let's roll up to the 4 o'clock sequence because that's the way I roll.
She's looking for a downtown man. That's what I
comes the 4 o'clock sequence, it may be just a bit too dynamic for you, I'm not sure. I'll leave it to you. I mean, you could switch off for 50 seconds. No? Stay with me then. This is The Big Show from the BBC. In the showbiz cuts, Tom Cruise, Natalie Dormer. Our guest is comedian Gary Delaney. Then we've got Shabnam on sport. We got Bobby. We got Tim. We got Lisa, the Factoids, social media, and much more on Steve Wright in the afternoon. In the United Kingdom, across planet Earth, this is BBC Radio 2 online, on digital radio and on 88 and 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Lisa Costello. Sir Cliff Richard has been awarded more than £200,000 in damages after winning his privacy case against the BBC. The corporation filmed a South Yorkshire police search of his home following an historic child sex assault allegation. The singer was never arrested or charged. The BBC is considering an appeal. Christopher Hutchins, a solicitor who specialises in media law, says the ruling's significant.
Because there hasn't been a case such as this go to trial, this does set a precedent, particularly in the context of reporting criminal investigations and the rights to privacy as against any public interest. Even where you have such a popular public figure, the judge has obviously found that his right to privacy greatly outweighed any public interest.
Sir Cliff's friend Gloria Hunniford has said the whole legal process has cost the singer £4 million. She said it had been a difficult day.
He was really shaken today. There was no revelling in it. I thought that, there might have been a bit more joy in his part because he'd won his case. But in fact, he was very, very emotional about it.
Detectives investigating the Grenfell Tower fire have carried out 3 interviews under caution as they look into allegations of manslaughter and potential health and safety breaches. The Metropolitan Police said further questioning would happen over the next few months. The former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson has used a resignation speech in Parliament to say that the Prime Minister has become crippled by self-doubt over Brexit. Mr Johnson resigned over the white paper agreed at Chequers, which sets out the Cabinet's plan for Britain post-Brexit. Our political correspondent Vicky Young said the speech undermined Theresa May.
He went through these statements, the speeches that Theresa May made last year, Lancaster House, Mansion House speeches, her vision for Brexit, and then made the claim that she has deviated from that she has moved on. As he put it, the fog of self-doubt has descended.
The Democratic Unionist MP Ian Paisley could be forced into a by-election for his North Antrim seat. Mr Paisley is set to be suspended from the Commons for 30 days after he failed to declare 2 holidays that were paid for by the Sri Lankan government. Any by-election would need 10% of the electorate in his constituency to sign a recall petition. The Turnberry Golf Resort in Scotland, which is owned by the Trump family, is to be paid more than £50,000 by the US government for the president's stay there. Figures revealed to the Scotsman show the money will be used to pay for hotel rooms. A spokesperson for the Trump organisation told the newspaper that rooms used on the visit were charged at cost rate and that the organisation didn't profit from the US government. Around 1,500 jobs are at risk at the Gaucho restaurant chain after it said it intended to appoint administrators. The firm's advisors have been trying to find a buyer for the 38 restaurants in the group. BBC News at 4:03. Our next at 5.
Thanks, Lisa. Sport now, here's Shabnam Yunus-Jewell.
Thanks, Steve. One of rugby union's greats has announced his retirement. British and Irish Lions captain Sam Warburton has bowed out at the age of 29 after winning 79 test caps. The former Wales captain says he hasn't been able to fully recover after knee and neck surgery. The new Chelsea manager Maurizio Sarri has given his first press conference today since taking over from Antonio Conte at Stamford Bridge. The Italian, who's still working on his English, has said he wants to keep Eden Hazard at the club, and the only target he's setting for the team is to be competitive and have fun. Liverpool have agreed what would be a record fee of about £66.8 million for a goalkeeper for Roma's Alisson. They're now expected to have talks with Brazil's World Cup number 1. Masters champion Patrick Reed says the Americans are buoyant going into the Open Golf, which starts tomorrow. US players have won the last 5 majors, and Justin Rose said a British victory at Carnoustie would be encouraging ahead of the Ryder Cup. And in cricket, England Lions are batting on day 3 of the unofficial test against India A. The Lions are 72 for 3 at tea time. That's a lead of 298 runs with 7 wickets remaining.
Thanks, Shabnam. Almost 4:05 now on The Big Show.
Will you lay me down, make my heart the only sound, throw my fears all to the ground? Will you hold me? Will you serenade me with the song you used to play till the night turns into day? Will you hold me? 'Cause all I need is somebody near me when my heart gets weak. Somebody out there watching over me when I'm so tired I can't even sleep. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? Just the sound of your voice is the thing that I need. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? I could fall for the sound of your sweet melody. 'Cause I just need your song, something to sing along. When I'm not feeling strong, I need you to sing me your sweet lullaby. Need the sound of a sweet melody, so sing to me. So sing to me. Need the sound of a sweet melody, so sing to me. I'll be there when you're down, 'cause forever I am bound. Oh my love, I'll shout it out, let me hold you. No journey is too far for the one who healed my scars. You're my savior, you're my star, let me hold you. 'Cause all I need is somebody near me when my heart gets weak. Somebody out there watching over me when I'm so tired I can't even sleep. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? Just the sound of your voice is the thing that I need. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? I can fall for the sound of your sweet melody, so sing to me. When I'm not sleeping, you're all I need, and when my heart stops beating, just sing to me. When I'm not sleeping, you're all I need, and when my heart stops beating, just sing to me. When I'm not sleeping, you're all I need, and just sing to me. And you please sing to me. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? Just the sound of your voice is the thing that I need. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? I can fall for the sound of your sweet melody. 'Cause I just need your song, something to sing along. When I'm not feeling strong, I need you to sing me your sweet lullaby. Need the sound of your sweet melody, so sing to me.
We are BBC Radio 2. Marvin Gaye, gotta give it up. Can you give a loud shout out to Henry Charles? We're in the garden playing football and listening to the big show. That's Dave. All right, Dave, in Thornton. This says, Steve, loving the show. Give a big shout out to the orangutan veterinary aide who are heading to Heathrow from Cornwall, taking 100 kilograms of life-saving equipment to the orangutan rescue centres in Sumatra and Borneo. Wow, that's brilliant. Love from co-founders Sarah and Nigel. Hope that goes okay. That's great work. Steve and team, can we get a shout out, please? Travelling home to Aberdeenshire, following a fantastic holiday on the Norfolk Broads. That's Jeanette and Colin Simpson. And Steve, can you surprise my family? Well, on our way back from 2 weeks at Flamingo Land, we're on the A1 at Newcastle and are heading to Livingston in Scotland. Thanks so much. That's Archie driving, Sally, Lauren, Olivia and Jessica.
It's going to be one spectacular day. BBC Radio 2, live in Hyde Park. Headlining Kylie Minogue, Rita Ora, Manic Street Preachers, Boyzone, Band of Love, All Saints, Carrie Underwood, and Lenny Kravitz. BBC Radio 2, live in Hyde Park.
Sunday, the 9th of September. Tickets available now, ladies and gentlemen.
Find out how to buy your tickets by going to the BBC Radio 2 website.
bbc.co.uk/Radio 2.
Here we are returning for Factoids and Bobby Pryor.
Continental plates drift as far as fingernails grow. I'm so sorry.
We are only laughing because we know what's coming next.
I like a drifting continental plate, don't you?
No, I don't. Oh, what you got there?
Before steam engines, trains were pulled by horses or mules. Before that, they were powered by people. The first railways were built in Greece in the 6th century BC. And I say railways, you know, they were like things on tracks.
That would be railways.
Yeah, carts.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. It's Bobby.
Bones found at Seymour Island indicate that at one time, around 37 to 40 million years ago, penguins stood at a formidable 6 feet high and they weighed 250 pounds.
That'd be fantastic. Wanted to see a 6 foot tall penguin?
No, that's a nightmare.
Be like that rabbit in that James Stewart film.
Yeah. This here's a friend of mine, Harvey. Viagra, when dissolved in water, can make cut flowers stay alive for up to a week longer than they usually would.
Factoids.
Hello. Hi. This is Jeremy Vine. Steve, I bought the world's worst thesaurus yesterday. Not only is it terrible, it's terrible.
There've been fishes in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there've been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you, stronger than any mountain cathedral, truer than any tree ever grew, deeper than any forest primeval. I am in love with you. I'll bring fire in the winters, you'll send showers in the springs. We'll fly through the falls and summers with love on our wing. Through the years, as the fire starts to mellow, burning lines in the book of our lives. Though the binding cracks and the pages start to yellow, I'll be in love with you. I'll be in love with you. voice in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there've been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you.
Dan Fogelberg, Longer Than.
I've been in love with you.
In the showbiz, Sade is working on a new album. That's according to her long-term collaborator, Stuart, I think it's Matthewman. Her last album, Soldier of Love, was released in 2010, but she's got some brand new bunch of songs for us to hear soon, but we don't quite know when. 25-foot statue of Jeff Goldblum has appeared today in central London in front of Tower Bridge to mark the 25th anniversary of Jurassic Park. The huge artwork depicts Jeff's character, Dr. Ian Malcolm, lying on his side with his shirt open. The statue weighs 150 kilograms, which apparently is the equivalent to 48,000 tea bags. So that's nice. In celebration of his 100th birthday, hashtag Mandela Day is trending on Twitter. Benji tweeted, hashtag Mandela Day. Today, we celebrate his legacy and show our utmost appreciation for his struggles and the sacrifices he had made for the people of South Africa. Bill Gates tweets, Nelson Mandela was tireless in his pursuit of equality and justice for all. As we celebrate, let's resolve to do everything we can to create the world he dreamed of. Hashtag Mandela Day. Google people are search for Towie's Gemma Collins. Let's see, on Google. They're looking for Gemma Collins as she joins the cast of Orange is the New Black. Are you kidding? Really? In a new promotional video before the series premiere on August the 17th. Wow. What else? Mission Impossible Fallout team have continued their worldwide promotion tour with a stop in South Korea. They held a press conference before showing the movie, and Tom Cruise told the journos it's all about the stunts.
When you see the look of these movies, and what I like practical action in films, we're able to put the camera in places that you couldn't. And there's just a different feel that the movie has when it's real.
Henry Cavill is also in it, and he loved all the action stuff.
You can't one-up Tom Cruise. It's not possible. You can't compete with Tom Cruise. But I felt like this was a wonderful opportunity to do lots of stunts. There's many stunts as I was legally allowed in this movie, and I've now got the bug. I now want to learn all the skill sets that Tom has learned over the years and apply them to my movies too.
We love Henry, and the brilliant new series Picnic at Hanging Rock continues tonight on BBC Two, 9 p.m. Natalie Dormer has the lead role of Mrs. Appleyard, and when she was on with us, actually a week or so back, we asked what the real Hanging Rock in Australia was like.
There is definitely a supernatural sort of sense, whether you just believe in the majesty of nature or ley lines or you have more religious beliefs, but it's a sacred place to the indigenous population, and I think it's kind of for good reason. There is definitely a positive energy there.
Had you actually read the book?
I did read the book. We call it a reimagining of the original novel. It's sort of a 6-hour reimagining of Lindsay's 67 novel.
Natalie Dormer.
And sing it like
Love is bigger than anything. It's U2 from Radio 2 at 4:23. Good afternoon.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
A few things we didn't mention earlier. Getting married at 28 to 32 years old carries the lowest risk of divorce, everybody, according to statistics on marriage. Marriage before late 20s or after the 30s are both linked to higher risk of divorce later on. The marriages most likely to end in divorce are between teenagers or those in their early 20s or those who get married after the age of 45. How interesting. Waiting to get married until you are 25 instead of 20, for example, reduces the risk of divorce by 50%. I kind of have it in my mind, and I don't know if I'm right or not, that people are marrying just a little bit later and doing everything just a little bit later, the millennials.
Yeah, I think absolutely that seems to be the case, doesn't it? I mean, that kind of makes sense, but you'd think, yeah, maybe the younger you get married, the more likely you are to separate or divorce because you've got a lot of growing up still to do, but don't agree with all of that at all.
Fondest school memories they did earlier on in one of the papers, and I love these lists. Number 5, playtime in the school playground. 4, school dinners. School dinners? They were awful.
Can I just say, it depends on where you went to school. I went to one school in Weston-super-Mare. It's not there anymore.
Okay.
And it was Wallace Scott Junior School, and they had, I remember, the best school dinners ever.
Really?
They really, and the best puddings, and the best teachers, and the best fun. That is I went to many, many schools, and that one, I have to say, I absolutely loved.
Well, here's what I remember about school dinners. Horrible custard, semolina, half-baked and very cold pies, especially the ones with the honey, and especially the ones with the kind of apple that didn't really taste like apple.
What was that purple stuff as well? Do you get that purple stuff for dessert at your school?
In the semolina?
It wasn't semolina.
It was jam, wasn't it?
It was like a blancmange, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, what was that?
I think it was a blancmange, I'm not sure, but it was awful. Even the chips were bad at our place, and that was the best thing about the school.
You had chips? We never had chips at school in the 70s.
You were lucky.
You were lucky. I wonder whether, if your cooking at home wasn't very good, and I can't say that, my dad was a chef, but if the cooking at home's not very good, maybe school dinners are better. Maybe we've got used to better things. Maybe that has an impact.
Possibility. I'm just trying to think what I remember about the actual dinner. I mean, it should have been called lunch anyway, shouldn't it, first of all? You know, the mashed potato, it wasn't potato. It was
potato.
No, it wasn't potato. They put a bit of butter in it and say, here's your potato. It's just powder.
It was a bit lumpy from time to time.
Lumpy doesn't come into it.
And also, the rice pudding with the jam wasn't real jam, was it, that went in that rice pudding?
What was it then?
Oh, no idea. Just something that looked like jam.
I think I went to a brilliant school.
You must have been
really
lucky.
missed out.
Wait a minute.
It was only one of the schools, I have to say.
We're talking about school dinners, by the way, from many, many, many years ago. We have to say that they might be good now.
Yeah, well, Jamie's done stuff, hasn't he? All kinds of things have changed now.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, school dinners number 4, teachers number 3, school trips number 2, and friends number 1. Fondest school memories. Now, just a quick mention about the Wilderness Festival, which is on from the 2nd to the 5th of August at Cornbury Park in Oxfordshire. This is great. Nile Rodgers and Chic, John Hopkins and Bastille are among the acts playing there, plus our friends from BBC Music will also be there. If you want to be in with a chance of winning 2 tickets to the Wilderness Festival 2018, go and look for BBC Music on Twitter to find out how. That's at BBC Music on Twitter for a chance of winning 2 tickets to this year's Wilderness Festival. Plus, you'll also find full T&Cs and privacy notice. The competition closes at 6 p.m. on the 19th of July. That's 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, so you need to be quick. Those details again, go and find at BBC Music on Twitter to see how you could be in with a chance of winning 2 tickets to the Wilderness Festival 2018, but please don't try and enter if you're listening on demand. And that's between the 2nd to the 5th of August at Cornbury Park in Oxfordshire, and includes Nile Rodgers, Chic, John Hopkins, Bastille, etc., etc. Another brilliant do from BBC Music. Look, you're on the big show.
Life, so they say, is but a game and they let it slip away. Love, like the autumn sun, should be dying, but it's only just begun. Like the twilight in the road up ahead, they don't see just where we're going, and all the secrets in the universe say for the fools and they let them drift away. Peace, like the silent dove, should be flying, but it's only just begun. Like Columbus in the olden days, we must gather all our courage, sail our ships out on the open sea, cast away our fears, and all the years will come and go, take us up, always up. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. So I won't laugh while laughing is easy. I wanna cry if it makes it worthwhile. I may never pass this way again. That's why I want it with you. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm more than a friend, like I'm the journey and you're the journey's end. I may never pass this way again. That's why I want it with you, baby.
There's Seals and Crofts, and we may never pass this way again. It's 4:31 thereabouts. Gary Delaney is on with us later.
The doctor told me to lose some weight. I said, how? He said, don't eat anything fatty. I said, what, pies, chips, that kind of thing? He said, no, just don't eat anything fatty. I was thrown out of Weight Watchers for making sarcastic comments during the weekly weigh-in. As you can imagine, I accepted the decision with huge grace, because they threw her out as well.
Now here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, Perth and Kinross, the A827, the Aberfeldy Road even, is still closed for recovery following this earlier accident today between the A826, the Creef Road, and the square at Kenmore. So that is still shut. M62 on the westbound side, 25 for Brighouse. There was an accident. It's on the hard shoulder, but we've still got queues to 26 at Chamber. All lanes are open, though. Now, good news for the M6. Just got news in. Southbound M6 has reopened between 21A to 20. So traffic is not being diverted onto the M62. However, the congestion is so bad around the west of Manchester and southwest and Warrington. It's going to take time for all that congestion to move through. So it's going to be a slow one for a while, but the M62 southbound is open 21A to 20. M6 northbound, in the congestion on the northbound side, 19 to 20. A lorry broke down past Knutsford towards the Lim interchange. That's not helping the northbound queues. A50 eastbound at the M124A, we've got a breakdown towards the motorway. So if you're heading through there, you can get through, but it's on the Derby Southern Bypass. One lane is shut on the eastbound route. Then back to the M6 heading north again, 5 to 6, up towards the Aston Expressway. There's a breakdown that's closed one lane. The latest on the A1 closure, it is closed both ways now. First of all, the southbound A1 is still only closed between Tuxford and Newark, between the A6075 and the Carlton turn, the B1164. A1 northbound has been closed to move the southbound traffic back on itself and come off the carriageway. So the A1 northbound, it is closed now between the A46 at Newark-on-Trent and the A57 at Upper Morton while they move that traffic. Hopefully then the northbound route will reopen, but it's going to take some time. M25, we've got usual congestion if you're heading both ways between 11 Chertsey, 16 for the M40. Also got a problem on the M25 around junction 21A. Couldn't find which exit Slit Road was, but there's congestion congestion on that junction. So it looks like a breakdown. And then you're clockwise over the QE2 bridge. They are holding the traffic before the bridge. Waiting for more information as I came in, but there does look like to be an incident. I don't know the nature of the incident, so stay with me, but the queue's already back to 29. And finally, a little bit of good news about the A39, the Cannington bypass. It has reopened between Main Road and Sandford Hill at Bridgewater. Back with another one in 25 minutes.
Thank you.
Hi, this is me, President Trump. I'm thinking of moving to Margate with Chaz and Dave.
Bus stop, wet day, she's there, I say, please share my umbrella. Bus stop, bus goes, she stays, love grows under my umbrella. All that summer we enjoyed it, wind and rain and shine. That umbrella we employed it, by August she was mine. Every morning I would see her waiting at the stop. Sometimes she'd shop and she would show me what she bought. All the people stared as if we were both quite insane. Someday my name and hers are going to be the same. That's the way the whole thing started. Silly, but it's true. I'm thinking of a sweet romance beginning in a queue. Came the sun, the ice was melting, no more sheltering now. Nice to think that that umbrella led me to a vow. Every morning I would see her waiting at the stop. Sometimes she'd shop and she would show me what she bought. All the people stared as if we were both quite insane. Someday my name and hers are going to be the same. Bus stop, wet day, she's there, I say, please share my umbrella. Bus stop, bus goes, she stays, love grows under my umbrella. All that summer we enjoyed it, wind and rain and shine. That umbrella we employed it, by August she was mine.
All of my love, all of my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. Oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy. Oh boy. The whole world can see that you were meant for me. All of my life I've been waiting. Tonight there'll be no hesitating, oh boy. Oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy. Oh boy. The whole world can see that you were meant for me. Stars appear and the shadows are falling. You can hear my heart calling. A little bit of loving makes everything right. And I'm gonna see my baby tonight. All of my love, all of my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. Oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy. Oh boy. The world can see that you were meant for me. Dum dum dum, oh boy. Dum dum dum, oh boy. My love, all of my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. Oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy. Oh boy. The whole world can see that you you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me. Stars appear and the shadows are falling. You can hear my heart calling. A little bit of loving makes everything right. I'm gonna see my baby tonight. All of my love, all of my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me.
Gary Delaney is with us. Gary Delaney, everybody! Hey, hey! Gary Delaney is a stand-up and writer who's known as one of the most quotable one-liner comics in the country. You'll also know him for his appearances on Live at the Apollo, Mock the Week, and his shows at the Edinburgh Festival. Stuff like this.
I think it's sad the word legend has been devalued from pulling a sword from a stone to unexpectedly returning with crisps. I hired a landscape gardener, but he said he couldn't help as my garden was portrait. Every Christmas Day, we always have pigs in blankets, or as you probably call it, relatives sleeping in the spare room.
Now, you say that when you write that stuff, you can sometimes, you do the punchline first or something like that and work back?
I'm very analytical to the extent that I can be quite boring about it. But basically, in 20 years of writing jokes, I've learned essentially two things. One is that you take the punchline, the thing, put it at the end and try and hide it.
Yes.
So you work backwards. Most jokes are reverse engineering.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, yeah. So
I didn't know this.
No, you start with a phrase and, let me try and think of an example. Let me talk you through one.
Oh, this would be great.
Right, so people say, where do your jokes come from? And for me, my jokes come from listening, right? If you're doing a one-liner, they start with a phrase or a bit of language or something that you can muck about with and you can make ambiguous, right?
Yeah.
So I was at home and it was my turn to walk the dog. And as I was going out to walk the dog, the wife said to me, don't forget poo bags. Now, because when you're at home, you speak casually. Now, if you were speaking properly, if that was a script, you'd say, don't forget the poo bags. It's a noun, right?
Yes, yes.
But you're talking at home, you're talking casually, don't forget poo bags. And that changes it. Now it sounds like a proper noun. It sounds like it's got a capital P, which means it sounds like it's somebody's name, right?
Yeah.
So then you make a note of that and you go, well, that joke's half written.
Yeah.
So then you put it at the end and you hide it. I went round Grandad's to walk his dog. As I was leaving the house, he said, don't forget poo bags. I was like, all right, Gran, you can come as well. So that... Thank you. Yeah.
No, we get it.
It always sounds like there's 100 people clapping in this room. You are brilliant at that, so thank you. But yeah, so that's where my jokes come from. I listen, I muck about, I put it at the end and I hide it.
Now, so Sarah tells a story. We should say that Sarah Millican is your partner, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
she'll tell a story and she'll maybe even talk about you or, what have you. And all of that stuff is true, whereas you say all of your stuff is just jokes.
Very different takes, yes. Pretty much everything that she says is true. So whenever she is doing a story about something ridiculous I have said or done, basically that is true. And pretty much everything I say is false and is made up. So we don't have that thing that comics will have of something funny's happened, whose is it? I think you get comics in a car and someone goes, oh, are you going to use that? Are you going to use that? Because we know whose is whose.
Yeah. Well, listen, Gary's heading back to the Edinburgh Fringe this summer with his show Gagster's Paradise at the Pleasance Courtyard from Thursday 2nd of August until Saturday the 11th of August. Then after Edinburgh, Gary's taking Gagster's Paradise on tour with shows across the UK starting on Thursday 6th of September and running until Saturday 6th of April 2019. You're kidding me.
It'll run beyond that, to be honest. As long as if it keeps selling, we keep on adding dates. The last tour ran for 2 years. It takes me a long time to write a show. I like to take it around until everybody's bored of it.
Gary Delaney is here. We're going to come back with Gary in just a moment. Don't go away, Gary. We'll be right back. Gary Delaney, stand-up comedian.
Well, all my life I've been searching for someone to show me how it feels to be loved and how to love somebody back. And after stumbling through the years, I thought I found you just to see you fading out into the night. Was it a trick of the light, or shots in the dark? Was it hell or high water that broke our hearts? Was it something you said, or just a cruel twist of fate? Was it hell or high water, and is it too late? See, all my life I've been silently reaching for a hand to hold, to walk warm, the colder. Spark a light to guide me through all right. And after stumbling through the years, I thought I found you just to see you fading out into the night. Was it a trick of the light, or a shot in the dark? Was it hell or high water that broke our hearts? Was it something we did, or just a cruel twist of fate? Was it hell or high water, and is it too late? In the road, was it hell or high water that left us alone? Is it really game over? Is it really checkmate? Was it hell or high water? And is it too late? Oh, is it too late?
And now we are back with Gary Delaney, who's heading to the Edinburgh Fringe this year, then off to tour across the UK with his new show, Gagster's Paradise. Now, how many gags do you write, would you say, for a show like that?
Currently, I'm in the previewing and testing phase of writing the show. I've got the jokes written, I'm making the shape. I keep about 5% of the jokes I write. So for a show with 200 jokes in it, I write and test about 4,000 jokes. And then I whittle that down to about the 200 that make it. So 95% of them end up in the bin.
Oh, my goodness. And how do you know you're not doing a joke that Tim Vine would do? Or, I mean, I'm just trying to think of similar.
Yeah, well, that's part of the testing procedure because you're working with other comics and testing them at clubs and basically somebody will tell you. You'll do a joke and
I've heard that one, somebody else did that one.
Yeah. And then you phone them up and you go, Tim, Milton, Jimmy, I've got this. Is it right? Someone said, have you got that? Is that what you know? My 2010 Edinburgh show, I think me and Tim Vine both had two jokes that were similar on the same phrases. Mine was something about a Zulu, being obviously a loo at a zoo. That was the pun there. I can't remember what Tim's was. So we had a chat about it, and basically for each of us, one was stronger than the other. So I got to pick the one that was strongest for me, and he got to pick. There was a little bit of horse trading. But it's professional courtesy that if somebody else is doing a joke, you stand down on it and you don't do it.
Yeah.
But you'll come up with the same things all the time because you're all fishing in the same pond, the same ideas, the same phrases. So when something comes to light that somebody's done, you have to have a chat with them, and then if they had it first, you stand down and you write another one. And sometimes that means you lose your best jokes.
Yeah, I never knew any of that. It's a cross between camaraderie and rivalry, isn't it?
Yes, and there's sanctions for breaking the rules. You don't want to be known as the guy doing other people's jokes.
Oh, no.
It's honour amongst comics, basically.
Yeah, it's honour amongst thieves.
Kind of, yeah.
Now, the show promises expertly crafted gaggery, a seemingly impossible number of puns, wisecracks and unstoppable one-liners. Not for people who get offended by jokes. I mean, everybody gets offended by jokes. They're supposed to offend, aren't they?
Well, for me, one-liners are abstract. It's quite obvious that I'm not talking about my life and that I don't sort of mean anything I say, that they're just little linguistic tricks. So I see it all as, even when it's sort of a bit rude or dark, I see it as pantomime nonsense and silliness, and people who share that attitude will enjoy it. But if you regard them as a series of small manifestos, then you might think some of them are in rather dubious taste. It depends how you look at it.
In mind. Yeah.
Yes.
I got some more here.
Old lady names are very much back in fashion at the minute, like Lily or Elsie or Rose, and we wanted something like that for our daughter, but we couldn't decide. So in the end, we just called her Nan. I told her she'll grow into it.
It's a double.
Grandad asked me how to print on his new computer. I said, just Control P. He said, I haven't been able to do that for years.
Now, we were just saying earlier on when we were listening through that clip, that's a brilliant gag. Well, they're all brilliant, but that is particularly brilliant.
I love that one. It's a lovely, silly thing, and it's often helpful to, if you're trying to write jokes and you're trying to write jokes that haven't been done before, it's good to keep an eye out for new phrases and new things and new uses of language, because then you go, well, I can mine a seam here that hasn't been mined before. So whenever phrases enter the language, there's a race for people to go, oh, hang on, right, I'm having that.
I'm just looking at this massive tour that you're doing after Edinburgh. It starts off Thursday, the 6th of September in Hull at the Jubilee Hall, then goes on to the Gatehouse Theatre in Stafford. That'll be Friday, the 7th of September, and then on to Barnard Castle, the Whittam, and then Fareham, Ashcroft Arts Centre. That's Wednesday, 12th. So you've got September, and in September, you've also got Cheltenham, Bromsgrove, Maidenhead, Liverpool, Lincoln, Canterbury, Chorley. I'll just do up to October, then you'll have to check yourself. Reading, Newcastle, Leamington Spa, Crawley, Tiverton, Andover, Leeds, Cardiff, Milton Keynes, Colchester and Lancaster. And in November, stuff like Brighton and Edinburgh and Aberdeen. And then that's through to December, where you've got Worcester, you've got Chippenham. January next year, you've got Merthyr Tydfil, Birmingham. Basically, until, let's have a look, April of next year and beyond.
I think the UK's covered, don't you?
Yeah, just going everywhere.
Yeah, when people come up to you after a show and go, oh, you know, my face hurts from laughing, I'm like, well, good, that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah. I
want to go and meet all of those people, and if it takes me 2 years, I'll do it for 2 years.
I think you're going to meet all 67 million people. I really do.
I'd do that. That's
I really
fine.
do. I really do. Gagster's Paradise, Gary Delaney. Check him out. Very nice to see you. Thank you very much. Gary Delaney, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I love that talk about comedy. I love that. That's brilliant. The brilliant Jacob Collier at 10 to 5.
Everybody near and far, come together as you are, to the ocean, to the sky, sing that cosmic lullaby, sing the jungle. Sing your pleasure, sing your pain, like you'll never sing again. Let it echo loud and clear across the ancient stratosphere. Even when the sun refused to shine, there's a song of love that never dies. got shining bright. The saber jacket, you'll be alright. From the winter, come the spring. It don't matter what life will bring. Since you can do most anything. So give your jacket a song to sing. Tell your mama, tell your papa. We'll sing it near and we'll sing it far. I'll be exactly the way you are. You see the jacket's your guiding star. Every woman to every man, in every nation, every land. I said, please, you gotta understand. Sing the jacket and take my hand. Sing it. Then one day your life is through. Tell me about it, tell me about it. Nothing more that you can do.
Our most interesting artist, that's Hajanga Jacob Collier. He's a 23-year-old modern jazz singer, composer and multi-instrumentalist who's playing The Proms on Thursday at the Royal Albert Hall. You can see on BBC4 this Friday night, 7:30. The night's called Jacob Collier and Friends, where Jacob will be with conductor Jules Buckley in a special collaboration featuring new tracks and some special guests. Isn't that brilliant? It's just so unusual, and you know, there's some fusion in there. You can hear and see so many influences in it. All right, 4 to 5 now.
88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2. BBC Radio.
And here is Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the M90 northbound at Junction 2, which is Petrevi to 2A for the A92. There was an accident. Now it's now on the hard shoulder, but it is still very, very slow, but you can get through. M62 westbound at 25 for Brighouse. We had an earlier accident. The queue's about to 28 at Tingley, but it is a situation with all lanes open. M6 southbound reopened between 21A and 20. However, such big queues through there. It is very slow. Warrington's at an almost standstill. Altrincham and kind of West Manchester is still really struggling. And then we've got on the M6 northbound, broken down lorry 19 to 20 waiting to be moved. So you've got slow traffic on the northbound side. The latest, if you're on the A1, still closed both ways. Southbound closed between the Tuxford turn, the A6075 and the B1164. Northbound, the closures in between the A46 and the A57 at Upper Morton. And problems for the Dartford crossing. Now, if you're clockwise approaching the QE2 bridge, the queue is back to 27, almost to the M11. They are holding the traffic. Nothing is getting through across the bridge. And then anti-clockwise going towards the Dartford tunnel, they've closed one of the bores, so there are only 2 lanes open. So we've got huge congestion around that whole area. And then finally to the M2 on the eastbound side, there's an accident coastbound at 3 for Chatham and 1 lane is shut. We'll have a full update for you in half an hour with Simon and Joe.
On express.co.uk, years and years accidentally confirmed James Bond 25 theme singer. I'm not going to tell you who. In news from the net, NewYorkTimes.com says Black Panther's sister Shuri gets own Marvel comic series. And RadioTimes.com says celebrity Big Brother to fill house with stars who've experienced their own media storm.
Your feet move just like a dancer. Your soul beats just like a drum. Tomorrow has all the answers. Today says we've just begun. Don't you feel the sun on your face? Hopeful hearts of the human race shining down from above. We're golden. We're like the stars. Stay golden. Straight from the heart. With a voice that will never give in. Get knocked down, back up again. We're golden.
got to go, though. Simon and Joe with Paul Merton after the news. We return tomorrow with Dr. H and Tony Blackburn. Take it easy. Good evening.